You might be making one of 5 surprising mistakes that are weakening your legs. Most people think, that's just how it is when you get old. But no, I'll reveal the surprising culprits and incredibly simple steps to help your legs return to a strong state. Did you know, friends, that every year, over a third of Americans aged 65 and older experience a fall? And here's the truly shocking part. Often, it's not because they tripped, but because their legs simply gave out. Their own strong legs, which carried them through a lifetime, suddenly felt weak. Are your legs feeling a little shakier than they used to? Do you find yourself struggling with stairs? Or maybe you just don't have the same confidence walking around the block. If so, you're not alone. And I want you to know something incredibly important. Weak legs are not just a normal part of aging. They are a critical warning sign from your body, often whispering about underlying issues that, once understood, are completely within your power to address. But don't worry, because today, we're not just identifying problems, we're uncovering solutions. I'm Dr. Miller from Senior Fit Nation, and with over 2 decades of experience helping people just like you reclaim their vitality, I've seen firsthand the incredible power of understanding your body. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on the 5 surprising reasons your legs might be losing their strength after 60. And more importantly, I'll share simple, actionable steps, secrets, if you will, that can help you rebuild that strength, regain your balance, and move through life with newfound confidence and joy. And by the way, if you're watching this video and found it helpful, please enter 1 in the comments section. Otherwise, enter 0. Or, if you're experiencing any health issues or have any questions, leave a comment below. We promise to read and answer each question. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our health videos. So, are you ready to transform your understanding of leg strength and take your first confident step towards a stronger, more independent you? Let's dive right in and uncover these vital truths, starting with a silent thief that many of us don't even realize is at play. 1. Sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. Now, let's talk about that silent thief I mentioned, the one that often starts subtly, almost unnoticed, but can truly diminish your leg strength. It's called sarcopenia. You might be thinking, "Doctor, my muscles are just naturally getting smaller as I age." And yes, that's partially true. This process of muscle loss, sarcopenia, actually begins as early as our 30s. But here's the crucial point. After 60, it accelerates dramatically. We're not just talking about a little bit of muscle. We're talking about potentially losing up to 30% of your muscle mass by your 80s if you're not actively working to counteract it. Imagine your legs as the sturdy pillars holding up a magnificent building. Sarcopenia is like little termites silently eating away at those pillars, making them thinner, weaker, and less capable of supporting you. This loss isn't just about looking less muscular. It directly impacts your ability to do everyday things we often take for granted. Standing up from a comfy chair without pushing off with your arms, walking long distances without feeling exhausted, or simply climbing those stairs to say goodnight. Have you noticed your thighs or calves looking a bit thinner? Do your legs feel heavy or tired after just a short walk? Those could be whispers from sarcopenia. Let me tell you about Sarah, one of my wonderful patients. Sarah, at 72, used to love gardening. But slowly, she noticed getting up from kneeling became a real struggle. She felt a constant heaviness in her legs, and even a trip to the mailbox left her feeling fatigued. She initially just thought, well, that's just getting old. But after we talked about sarcopenia, she realized it was something she could fight back against. The small takeaway here, my friends, is this. Don't accept weak legs as an inevitable part of aging. You have the power to change that narrative. So, what can we do? The good news is, you can absolutely slow down and even reverse sarcopenia with some simple, yet incredibly effective strategies. First, strength exercises. And no, you don't need a gym full of heavy weights. Simple exercises you can do right at home, even using a sturdy chair for support, can make a world of difference. Think chair squats, where you slowly stand up and sit down, or leg lifts, gently raising one leg at a time. Even resistance bands, those colorful elastic loops, can provide just enough challenge to rebuild lost muscle fibers. The key is consistency. Just a few minutes, a few times a week, can send a powerful signal to your muscles to grow stronger. Second, protein is your muscle's best friend. Think of protein as the building blocks for your muscles. As we age, our bodies actually need more protein to maintain muscle mass. Aim for lean meats, eggs, fish, dairy, nuts, and legumes. Try to include a good source of protein with every meal, perhaps a handful of almonds with your morning oatmeal, or a piece of grilled chicken with your lunch. My personal tip? Look for easy-to-digest sources like Greek yogurt or a good quality whey protein shake if you find it hard to get enough through food alone. And finally, keep moving. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of walking daily can help keep your leg muscles engaged, happy, and strong. It's about staying active, keeping those muscles working, and reminding them of their purpose. But what if your legs still feel heavy, cold, or numb, even with all this effort? Well, sometimes the issue isn't with the pillars themselves, but with the very delivery system that brings them nourishment. And that leads us to our next crucial reason. 2. PAD. Peripheral arterial disease. Poor blood circulation. So, we've talked about our muscles, but what if your legs feel heavy, cold, numb, or even cramp up when you walk, despite your best efforts to keep those muscles active? This brings us to our second vital point. Poor circulation, often a sign of something called peripheral artery disease, or PAD. Think of your arteries as the superhighways for blood, carrying oxygen and vital nutrients to every part of your body, especially your hard-working leg muscles. With PAD, these highways get clogged up with plaque. It's like a traffic jam building up. When your legs don't get enough blood, they can become weak, tired, and prone to those incredibly uncomfortable cramps. In severe cases, this can even lead to slow-healing wounds or infections because the healing power of your blood isn't getting where it needs to go. How do you know if your circulation might be compromised? You might notice a tingling sensation or heaviness in your legs after standing for a while. A classic sign is pain in your calves, buttocks, or thighs that starts when you walk or exercise, but then magically improves when you sit down and rest. That's your muscles crying out for more oxygen. I remember a gentleman named Frank, a delightful man in his late 60s who loved his morning walks. But over time, he started feeling this nagging ache in his calves that would force him to stop and rest every few blocks. He just chalked it up to getting old. After a quick checkup, we discovered he had PAD. He realized then that those aches weren't just a nuisance, they were his body's urgent signals. The critical takeaway here is this: don't ignore discomfort in your legs, especially when moving. It could be a warning that your body's essential delivery system is struggling. So, what can you do to boost that vital blood flow? First, and perhaps simplest, daily walking. Even if it's just around your house, consistently moving helps create new, tiny blood vessels, improving circulation. Start slow, even for just 5 or 10 minutes, and gradually increase your time. Listen to your body, and take breaks if you need to. Second, staying hydrated is absolutely crucial. Drinking plenty of water helps keep your blood flowing smoothly, and try to reduce your salt intake, which can prevent swelling and further burden your circulatory system. Beyond that, warm foot soaks can be incredibly soothing and help dilate blood vessels, while gentle leg massages can encourage blood flow. Elevating your legs when resting can also help drain fluids and improve circulation back to your heart. But here's my vital advice. If these symptoms persist, or if you suspect you might have PAD, please consult your doctor. Untreated PAD isn't just about weak legs, it significantly increases your risk of heart disease and strokes. Early diagnosis and management are key to protecting your heart and your independence. Now, we've explored the muscles themselves and the blood flow to them. But what if the problem isn't with the pipes or the fuel, but with the electrical signals getting to your legs? Let's talk about the incredible world of our nerves. 3. Peripheral neuropathy. Have you ever experienced a strange tingling, numbness, or even a burning sensation in your legs or feet? Or felt as if you're walking on a sponge, or that your shoes just don't feel right anymore? These aren't just odd sensations. They could be the quiet whispers of nerve damage, also known as peripheral neuropathy. And this affects nearly 1 in 3 seniors, especially those with conditions like diabetes or certain vitamin deficiencies. Think of your nerves as intricate electrical wires, sending messages between your brain and your legs, telling your muscles when to move, and telling your brain what you're feeling. When these wires get damaged, those messages get garbled, or sometimes they don't get through at all. High blood sugar, for instance, can slowly but surely damage these delicate nerves over time. And a surprising culprit can be low levels of vitamin B12, a nutrient absolutely essential for healthy nerve function. The longer neuropathy goes unaddressed, the worse it can become. What starts as a little tingling can progress to numbness, weakness, balance issues, and tragically, a higher risk of falls. Imagine not feeling the ground properly beneath your feet. It's unsettling, to say the least. I recall a wonderful patient, Mrs. Eleanor, who came to me complaining of her feet feeling like blocks of ice, even in warm weather, and a persistent pins and needles sensation. She had well-controlled diabetes, but we discovered her B12 levels were surprisingly low. Once we addressed that, combined with careful blood sugar management, her symptoms began to ease, and her confidence in walking returned. My important takeaway for you here is this: numbness or strange sensations in your feet are not something to ignore. They are your body's plea for attention. So, how can you protect these vital electrical wires in your body? First, if you have diabetes, monitor your blood sugar levels diligently. This is perhaps the single most important step you can take to prevent further nerve damage. Work closely with your doctor to keep your numbers in a healthy range. Second, eat a B12-rich diet. Think eggs, dairy, fortified cereals, and lean meats. For those who are vegetarian or vegan, or if your doctor identifies a deficiency, a B12 supplement might be necessary, as our ability to absorb this vitamin can decrease with age. Third, avoid excessive alcohol. Alcohol can be a direct toxin to your nerves, worsening existing damage. Finally, gentle leg and foot massages can help stimulate nerve function and circulation, potentially reducing discomfort. Even simple foot exercises, like wiggling your toes and rotating your ankles, can keep those connections active. If you notice ongoing numbness, burning, or tingling, please speak to your doctor for proper testing and treatment. Catching nerve damage early can make a world of difference in managing it. Now, sometimes the problem isn't directly with the nerves in your legs, but rather where they originate from. And that brings us to the very command center for your leg strength. 4. Spinal problems. You might not realize it, but sometimes the hidden culprit behind weak, shaky legs isn't directly in your legs at all. It's actually coming from a vital control center much higher up, your lower back and spine. Your spine is like the superhighway for all the nerves that travel down to control your legs. If you have a herniated disc, that's when one of the soft cushions between your spinal bones pushes out, or spinal stenosis, where the spinal canal narrows, or even long-term poor posture. These issues can pinch or compress those crucial nerves. And when those nerves are pinched, the signals from your brain to your leg muscles get interrupted. This can lead to nagging weakness, persistent pain, numbness, or even those unsettling moments where your leg feels like it might suddenly give out beneath you. How can you tell if your spine is playing a role in your leg weakness? You might experience pain that radiates from your lower back, shooting down one or both legs. There could be numbness or tingling in your feet, or a distinct feeling that one leg is noticeably weaker than the other. I had a wonderful patient, Robert, a retired carpenter. He started noticing his right leg felt off, almost like it lagged a bit when he walked, and he had this dull ache in his lower back that often traveled down his thigh. He initially thought it was just a pulled muscle, but it lingered. After checking things out, we found a mild disc issue in his lower back was actually affecting the nerve to his leg. Once he understood the connection, and with some simple adjustments, his leg strength improved significantly. The vital lesson here is this: your spine is the central pillar of your body, and its health directly impacts the strength and stability of your legs. So, what can you do to protect your spine and, in turn, empower your legs? First, gentle back stretches are your best friends. Simple movements like the knee-to-chest stretch, lying on your back and gently pulling one knee towards your chest, or a seated spinal twist can help decompress and mobilize your spine, easing pressure on those nerves. Remember, gentle is key. Listen to your body and never push into pain. Second, avoid sitting for long periods. Prolonged sitting puts immense pressure on your lower back. If your daily routine requires you to sit for extended times, set a timer. Every 30 minutes, get up, walk around for a minute or two, stretch, and then sit back down. Even small breaks make a big difference. Third, consider using a lumbar support cushion when sitting, especially in chairs that don't offer good natural back support. This can help maintain the natural curve of your lower spine, reducing strain. And finally, my personal philosophy on spinal health. Think of your spine as a chain. If one link is weak, the whole chain is compromised. Keeping your core strong and maintaining good posture are foundational. If you're experiencing persistent back pain or leg weakness that you suspect is spinal-related, please don't hesitate to consult your doctor or a physical therapist. They can provide a proper diagnosis and guide you through specific exercises and therapies. Now, we've explored our muscles, our circulation, our nerves, and our spine. But sometimes, the reason for that sudden leg cramp in the middle of the night, or that unexplainable shakiness, isn't from a big, obvious problem at all. It's from something tiny, yet incredibly mighty, inside your very cells. 5. Electrolyte imbalance. Potassium and magnesium deficiency. Have you ever woken up to a sudden searing leg cramp in the dead of night? Or perhaps felt your legs just feel strangely shaky or weak out of nowhere, almost like they're running on empty? When these baffling symptoms appear, the hidden culprit could very well be a lack of crucial minerals, specifically an electrolyte imbalance, often due to a deficiency in magnesium and potassium. Think of magnesium and potassium as the tiny batteries, the spark plugs, that power your muscles and nerves. They are absolutely essential for proper muscle contraction, relaxation, and for nerves to send their signals correctly. When these batteries are low, your muscles can protest. Low potassium can cause frustrating muscle spasms, general weakness, and even irregular heartbeats. A lack of magnesium can lead to muscle twitching, fatigue, and surprisingly, even anxiety. Why is this so common, especially as we get older? Often, it's due to simple dehydration, not drinking enough water throughout the day. Or it could be certain medications, like diuretics, which are commonly prescribed for blood pressure, can inadvertently flush these vital minerals out of your system. And sometimes, it's just from not eating enough mineral-rich foods in our daily diet. I remember my own Aunt Martha. She was always plagued by nighttime leg cramps that would wake her up in agony. We tried everything. But it wasn't until we looked at her diet and hydration that we found the missing pieces. She wasn't getting enough potassium or magnesium. With a few simple dietary tweaks, her cramps became a thing of the past. The important lesson here is, don't underestimate the power of tiny minerals. They are the unsung heroes of your muscle function. So, how can you restore this vital balance and keep your muscle batteries fully charged? First, increase your intake of potassium-rich foods. Think of delicious bananas, vibrant oranges, leafy greens like spinach, and creamy avocados. These are natural powerhouses of potassium. Second, for magnesium, reach for almonds, a square of dark chocolate, whole grains, and beans. These are fantastic sources that can easily be incorporated into your snacks and meals. Third, and critically, make sure you drink plenty of water. Dehydration can significantly worsen these mineral deficiencies, making your legs feel even weaker and more prone to cramps. Aim for consistent hydration throughout the day. And here's a little secret for those persistent leg cramps. Try a warm Epsom salt bath before bed. Epsom salts are rich in magnesium, and your skin can actually absorb some of that magnesium, helping to relax your muscles and prevent those dreaded night cramps. It's a wonderful, soothing ritual for your legs. My friends, we've just uncovered the 5 biggest reasons your legs might be feeling weaker after 60. We've talked about the quiet thief, sarcopenia, the traffic jams of poor circulation, the faulty wiring of nerve damage, the heavy burden from spinal problems, and the low batteries of electrolyte imbalance. But here's the most crucial message I want you to take away today. Weak legs are not just an inconvenience. They are a powerful warning sign that your body needs your attention, and you have the power to give it. This isn't about magical cures or quick fixes. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and taking simple, consistent steps. Start today. Exercise daily. Even just 5 minutes of gentle movement makes a profound difference over time. Consistency is your secret weapon. Eat more protein and nutrient-rich foods to rebuild that vital muscle. Fuel your body with what it truly needs. Drink more water and balance your minerals to prevent weakness and those disruptive cramps. Check your posture and care for your spinal health to keep those crucial nerve pathways clear. And yes, walk every day to improve circulation and prevent leg fatigue. Your legs are designed to move, and they thrive on it. Don't wait until it's too late, until a fall impacts your independence, or until a minor ache becomes a major problem. Take action today for the sake of your strength, your balance, and your boundless future. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps us know we're providing value to you. Subscribe to Senior Fit Nation for more practical health advice and share it with someone you know who could use stronger, healthier legs. We're all in this together. And please, let us know in the comments below. Which of these reasons surprised you the most? What's one step you're going to take today to strengthen your legs? Your insights help our whole community. Thank you for watching, and remember, your journey to stronger legs starts with a single, confident step. Until next time, stay strong, stay healthy, and keep moving.